Here is our Sringa agricultural program. Our Sringa agricultural program it focus about only agricultural informations and also creates good awareness about any agricultural practice to agricultural actors. Today, my information focus about coffee farming in Ethiopia. There are two main production methods in Ethiopia. The more common being shade-grown coffee grown under tree shade in forests or specifically curated environments with native shade producing crops and trees. The other form of production is known as sun coffee, where plants are grown exposed to the elements. Irrigation is an issue when it comes to landlocked countries such as Ethiopia and is confined to a few locations where water can be more easily diverted from the rivers. The Amhara and Benshangul Gumuz regions have the most practice with irrigation, though it is also found in the northeast of Oromia in Harar. Pesticides and other chemical inputs are rarely used in Ethiopia, and while officially organic certification is not common, Ethiopian coffee can often be considered as organic by default. As the largest coffee producing region in Africa, Ethiopia is responsible for 4.3% of the global coffee market. From 2019 or 20 reports, Ethiopia was declared the fifth largest coffee exporter with an estimated 4 million 60 kilogram sacks exported annually, or 450,000 metric tons of coffee shipped. A 2022 report averaged this at about $3.46 per kilo of coffee. There are an estimated 50 million individuals that rely on this income from coffee trade in Ethiopia, made possible because of a tight system of cooperatives. These smallholders grow their coffee on a small parcel of land, then combine their harvests and processes them as one lot. Where is Ethiopian coffee grown? Coffee plants mainly grow in the southwest part of Ethiopia at an altitude of 1,000 up to 2,750 meters above sea level. Yirga Cafe, Sidama, and Harar are all well-known locations of coffee production, but there are many more growing regions across the country. Altitude, rainfall, temperature, and humidity all have impacting factors on coffee growing. Typically, Ethiopia's coffee landscape is tropical, but due to the large central highland area being above 1,000 meters above sea level, a lot of the country can be classed as a cool tropical environment. Ethiopia experiences yearly rainfall of around 2,000 millimeters with temperatures that fluctuate from 50 up to 30 degrees centigrade and an average harvest period from November to January. Sidama, one of the three regions along with Yirga Cafe and Harar, trademarked by the Ethiopian government in 2004 to bring a wider recognition to their distinctive coffees. The Sidama region was named after the people and is often referred to as Sidamo. This region grows some of the highest elevated coffee in Ethiopia and produces a cup with bold citrus notes crispy acidity, a tea-like body, and occasionally some spice notes. Coffee grown here ranges from 1,400 up to 2,200 meters above sea level, producing a mixture of both natural and washed coffee of heirloom varieties. The harvest period in Sidama is between October up to January. Limu. The Limu region is located in the southwest highlands and is mostly made up of smallholder farmers. Coffee from this region is wet processed and grown around 1,400 up to 2,200 meters above the level. Typically, the varietal here is wild grown heirloom Arabica with well-balanced wine notes. Limu's harvest period is between November up to January. Jimma. Jimma, located below Limu in the southwest, is one of the largest coffee producing regions in Ethiopia, producing heirloom varieties between 1,400 up to 2,000 meters above sea level. Coffee produced from this region has a great fruit flavor, chocolate notes, and a tea-like body. Harvest periods are between November and January. Gimbi or Lekamt. These two towns are located in the northwest and are often lumped in with the region surrounding it. In fact, many people use either name or sometimes both to label the region, despite the two towns being over 100 kilometers away from each other. Gimbi and Lekamt process both wet and dry heirloom coffee, with the harvest period being around February up to April and an altitude ranging from 1,500 up to 2,100 meters above sea level. Coffee produced from this region is often characterized with a low acidity, deep red fruit notes, and a buttery body. Harar. Harar is the oldest coffee producing region in Ethiopia and another trademarked producing region. Coffee from this region is distinct from its neighbors, grown in environments requiring extra irrigation. There is no set flavors for Harar produced coffee. Notes vary from having woody, earthy notes through to big, bold, juicy blueberry bursts. Heirloom coffee grown here ranges from 1,500 to 2,100 meters above sea level, with a harvest period from this October up to February. Yirga Cafe. The last trademarked producing region, Yirga Cafe, is said to produce some of the best wet and dry coffee out of Ethiopia. Heirloom varieties from this region can create beautifully aromatic floral cups with an elegant body. The altitude in Yirga Cafe ranges from 1,750 up to 2,200 meters above sea level, with harvest period from October up to January. This all about the Ethiopian coffee. So our Sringa agricultural program continued to give this and similar information, especially our country, Ethiopia. So for the next program, I will come by another information. Until then, our Sringa agricultural program wish peace for the globe. Bye-bye.